Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Gosh, we are going to start off with some choice. You keep doing that. For this, good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. I'm going to review some of these here. We're going to start with a $3 choice. You choose one. I'm going to show you some of the earrings here on the top shelf. We have the orange. We have those glass beads. We have hoops there. These here are cloisonne. These here are clipped. They have the flowers with the clipped earrings. These are multicolor hoops on those. These are another clipped vintage on those. These here are really old. And here's another pair. Let's go ahead and start the auction on that. Let me pull that up. Uh, I'll do that. Do that for 10 seconds. And that auction is currently running. $3 start for any of those. Okay. Do y'all want to see any of those up close? I'll go ahead and run that again. That is currently running. Okay, thank you for looking at those. Let's start here. Let me show you here. These are some necklaces that I have here. I have them listed. Let me know what you'd like to see. We've got some bracelets too. I've got some ladies and men's handkerchiefs here that we'll do choice on as well. There's a couple of necklaces up there. Let me go ahead and I'll just bring these up one at a time. And you guys can look at them. Let me know what y'all want. We have these. This here is pierced. Let me, see. What is this done wrong? Let me go. Glad I had to change this. All right, next. Change these to dollar starts. We're going to do sudden death. Save on that. Let me make sure it's right. We're going to do sudden death on these and at dollar starts. So we can get this show moving. All right. We'll start these. I'll run this for 15 seconds so you can see them. These here are hoops. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. I'm running these for dollar starts. All right. Thank you for looking at those. These here are vintage clipped earrings. Those are metal for those. We'll run those. Those are currently running for anybody interested in those. I'll do a few of these. And if nobody wants earrings, we'll move on to necklaces. All right, let me show these flowered ones. These here are also clipped earrings. They're unbranded. Those are currently running. Make sure to look at my buy it now listings. I have things in there that are for sale as well. Let me do these. These here are hanging chandelier. Beautiful coral color. Perfect now for summer. Those are currently running. All right, let's put these back and then we'll run some bracelets or some necklaces. Let's see. Those were earrings. Let me do here, let's do some of these let me do that a minute. Let me edit this. Okay. These here are some beautiful ladies handkerchiefs. These have the scallop edge on these. That's a beautiful yellow and turquoise color on that. Welcome in, welcome in. We're doing some ladies handkerchiefs choice. We have this one, blue and orange. It is signed there. We'll do that. And then we'll do this one. This here is, you have your floral pattern on that. Just go ahead and run that. That's currently running for a choice of any one of these three handkerchiefs. If anybody's interested in those. All right, thank you for looking at those. All right, let me fold these up real quick. Get them out of your way. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Let me bring out some, where's my tray? Okay, here it is. These here are going to be brooches that I have here. Okay, let's see what we've got. Let me pull up. Okay, where's the one? Okay, so this here is a Carol Lee. I'm sorry, Judy Lee leaf brooch. These are topaz stones and it is gold plated. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. We'll start this. It's a beautiful topaz and amaryllis brooch on that. That is currently running. Try to get it focused in. Beautiful colored brooch. And that's the back of it. Welcome in. Good morning. We're doing some coffee and brooches this morning. This here is a Victorian brooch. I love this one. You have your cabochon on there. This is the back. We'll run that. That's currently running. Victorian antique bronze. Your purple cabochon there. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. We have this. I love this. This is a gold tone metal brooch flower. And that is metal. That is the back of it. We're running that. That's currently running. All right. Thank you for looking at that one. Here is a vintage martini brooch. I love this. see the back of that. Um, Here's the back. You can tell the age with that one. Um, we'll go ahead and run that. That's currently running. That's enamel that's there. Beautiful vintage brooch. Thank you for looking at her. All right, let's see what we have here. I'm gonna write, this is a Santa Claus pin. It's coming in this season. We'll run him. He'll be here before you know it. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Forgot I had his other one. Let's look at that. This is Sarah Coventry. It's a floral brooch, metal. I'll run that for $8. That's beautiful. Vintage Sarah Coventry. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let's see, let me run this. This here is a 1950s. It has Mother Mary there. That's the saint. And it is tested between 10 and 12 karat, but I will run this for $8. It's a beautiful little heart. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. Here's another metal flower brooch. Let me see this a minute. Let's see which, we're trying to figure out which way this goes. I think it goes that way. There it goes. Let's start that one. That's a metal, that's a vintage floral brooch. That's the back of it. It's like this. All right, thank you for looking at that. Here is this here is a Trifari. This one, we'll start that one at 8. Go Tone Trifari. There's the brand on that one. All right, thank you for looking at that. This here is a vintage sterling silver and abalone shell butterfly brooch. That is sterling silver. Let's see. I'll open this up. And it's marked here at the top there. We'll run that one. That one's currently running. All right, thank you for looking at that. Um, right down here is a peacock brooch. It's about 3 inches on that one. We'll start that. All right, we'll see if we have a couple more brooches. Oh, this is this is a vintage enamel and 800 sterling. It's marked here on the back. Turtle brooch. So we will run that one. And then we'll go on to some necklaces. Let's see if you like anything that's there. All right, thank you for looking at that. Let me put all these back in here. If you're looking for anything in particular, let me know. And we'll see if I have what you'd like. or what you're looking to add to your collection. Let me put this down. Let me bring up some of these necklaces that I have. Where is that one? All right. Let me bring this up here. We will do. I'm going to pin this one. This here is the ballerina necklace. It's on a long chain. All right, so here's the long chain. And then here is a ballerina with rhinestones, and you have your floral silk dress, your tutu on that. All right, thank you for looking at her. I'll put that here. Let's see. I know I have, let me pin that one. This here is a beautiful pink square necklace. And these are all acrylic beads, but I love how it has the iridescence on them. It's got a toggle. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Let's see. I'll do the rings in a minute. Um, this here, I love this vintage piece. Surprised I still have this. This you have your glass pieces. They're plastic or acrylic beads. You got your marble beads, but this is a beautiful color piece. Antique on that. All right, thank you for looking at her. Um, let's do this black and white piece. Vintage black and white necklace. They got the balls, different size balls, but they're all like faceted cut on that. Um, let's see. Not adding it yet. I'm starting the auction. All right. And this is currently running. This is vintage 50s, 60s. You see how you can see the faceted cuts on the balls. All right, thank you for looking at that one. Um, I showed you those already. Let me come look at this one. This is a Liz Claiborne. Um, it's adjustable necklace. It is Liz Claiborne. It's multi-strand. Okay, back. This here is the Ross Simons. It's gold over sterling. And it's marked here. You got your sterling on that and on the chain as well. Um, that's gold over sterling too. Beautiful piece. All right. Well, thank you for looking at those. I'm going to reschedule my show um, when I can have a few more of you guys in here to take a look what I have. I'll do a better job of adding these in here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday, and I'll see you again real soon. Thank you so much. Bye bye.